Coming up to 8 minutes to 8, the legendary rockers Led Zeppelin are about to release dozens of previously unheard recordings, and you're about to get an exclusive taste of 2 of them.
Although some will be familiar, there are other tracks that fans might find unusual. Our arts correspondent Rebecca Jones has more.
For a band which broke up more than 30 years ago, Led Zeppelin still know how to make headlines. And it's the prospect of hearing tracks that have never been released before that is getting fans excited. And with me to listen to a couple of them is Six Music's presenter Matt Everett. Thanks for coming in to talk to us. We're going to start with Led Zeppelin's take on a blues classic, Keys to the Highway. It was recorded in 1970 at the Olympic Studios in Barnes in southwest London. Let's see what you think.
I got the keys to the highway, blues around, I'm bound to go. I gotta keep walking this highway, walking most too slow.
So, what did you think? Was it worth the wait?
This is the holy grail for so many Led Zepp fans. People have been waiting 30 years for this. It's fantastic to hear what are, as far as I'm concerned, the kind of sketches behind the masterpieces. You know, they were always a blues band, so it's interesting to hear them do really raw, really naked blues. Also interesting to hear Robert Plant singing like a sort of old blues man, even though he was just like a young lad from the Midlands, which is quite ironic, really. Yeah. I love this stuff. This is great to hear it.
Yeah. Well, you talk about Robert Plant's voice, and it's interesting because I've spoken to both him, the lead singer, of course, and the guitarist Jimmy Page, who spent 2.5 years combing through Led Zeppelin's archives, playing back tapes, choosing the best material. And when I spoke to both of them, I asked them what it was like to have that experience.
It's reassuring. You've just got 4 incredible musicians that play as a band. I knew that there was a lot that we could do collectively to sort of move the whole boundaries of what the accepted music was at the time.
I forgot about just where I was at as a performer in those days, and how my enthusiasm sometimes got in the way of finesse. And I'd listen to it and go, wow, why didn't I shut up a bit, you know?
Now, we've got an early version now of what many people consider to be the greatest rock and roll song of all time, one of the greatest at any rate, and that's Whole Lotta Love. Here we go.
Way down inside, baby, you need love. Honey, you need love. Baby, you need love. All right. All right.
Now, the 2 versions are very different. The early version missing a chorus, missing the main middle section. I wonder, what does it tell us? What does it reveal about the way they work?
Well, it's this idea of seeing an evolution of a song. That's a much more stripped-down version. The kind of psychedelic weirdness and overdubs and bizarre sort of guitar sounds haven't been put on yet. But it shows that it wasn't like a fully formed idea when it first came. It shows the band were working towards something, experimenting with different sounds, which is fascinating to hear. It still sounds great. I mean, the thing is, under it all, is the chemistry of this band. Yeah. Chemistry of 4 individuals who performed together in a way that no other rock band has ever done before.
And is that why we're still sitting here talking about them? I mean, where do they sit in the history of rock and pop music?
Where do they sit? They are the greatest hard rock band of all time. Fact, definitely. And I think we're still fascinated by the mythology of Led Zepp. There was something about them. There was this kind of sort of mercurial darkness that Jimmy Page encapsulates. This sort of Robert Plant was the original Golden God. He was the beautiful flaxen-haired sort of Aslan-like lead singer, all chest and trousers, and they kind of set the sort of template for every band, every rock band that's ever followed.
Matt Everett, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. And when I spoke to Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, they said to me, Led Zeppelin will not perform live again, so fans will have to content themselves with recordings both unfamiliar and well-known.
Rebecca Jones reporting. Still nice to hear the old stuff again.
Absolutely.